Holy fucking shit. I love it. I mean, I don't think you could literally tell from episode to episode which way we lean, because sometimes we're fucking talking like we're at a Trump rally, and other times we're talking like we lead an entire group of Antifa. You know what I'm saying?
It's too good to be true, bro.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another brand new episode of Blazed Infused. I, of course, am your host, Jon, and this is my co-host,
Jaimie.
And we are back yet again with a slamming new episode. This week's special guest is another killer fucking strain. It is called Punchberry Cookies RBX, and we are going to go down on this young lady right now to see how she tastes. You ready to go?
Okay.
Let's go. Up, just like the back of my ass when I flush after taking a shit, my lips just got hit with water.
Yeah, you should be used to that.
I tell you. Oh, that was making me think. The other day when I was taking a shit and the shit hit the water and then like got my ass really wet. Does that happen to you ladies? Does it splash up and hit your vagina?
Not often.
But when it does, don't you get worried about having like sepsis or something?
No, because I have wet wipes on the back of the toilet that are like for something like that.
So you take a wet wipe to your coochie?
Hell yeah.
Because,
and my asshole.
Because toilet water splashed up on it.
Yes.
Okay. Just remember that, folks, next time you go down on a lady. Maybe she took a dump and the toilet water hit her vagina and you're like,
Most dudes that wouldn't stop them. They eat ass, so.
Very true. Very true.
Just saying.
I think if you could eat an asshole, I think you can probably have a vagina that's been sprinkled with a little toilet water. I don't know. Let's bring up the stats, everybody. Once again, the name of the strain is Punchberry Cookies RBX. This particular strain of this flower is grown indoors. It is a 65 to 35 sativa dominant blend with THC measurements measuring out at 26%. Now, the next thing, of course... Yeah, absolutely. The next thing, of course, you want to know, could Daryl be the father of this fucker?
You are not.
Nope.
Ah, shit, he's not once again. What a lucky dude. The parents of this strain, it was actually created by a very well-known seed company. It was created
Ethos,
by
right?
Ethos Genetics by crossing Punchberry cookies with Endgame. And in parentheses, they put the punchline. So I think Endgame and Punchline might have been the same strain, but yeah, Endgame and or Punchline hooked up with Punchberry Cookies, and now we have Punchberry Cookies RBX. Now the parents of this two strain were labeled as quadruple star strains, which I guess is like the toppest. It's like a weed rating for how top end the strain is.
Yes, based on how fast it grows, how big it grows, what it yields, and then the obvious things, the smell, the look, you know.
Yeah, so this strain and its parents, literally the highest strain level that you can obtain in terms of quality. Now, how does it smell? I got no fucking idea.
Really good, really good. Why don't you take a whiff?
Well, you've had it. I haven't even seen it.
That's why I'm going to stick it up your nose.
I don't know if I'm smelling soap from your hands or...
Maybe.
All right.
You hold it.
Well, I just...
It doesn't smell like soap.
I just use soap. I know that you don't use soap. What do you use? Bark and fucking frog juice? Yeah, she thinks soap is filled with cancer or some kind of nano...
soap. It's just good soap. It's not fucking toxic soap.
Dr. Squatch?
Actually, that's funny you say that. My son wanted to buy that recently. I don't have that one right now, but that's a good soap.
How did they get together with Sasquatch to make a soap?
Don't ask me, dude. I don't know the story.
Even though I have
it, right? It's like sweet.
Dude, even though I have a nose like a bloodhound, for some reason I can't pick up on the attributes of weed. It just smells like weed to me, like really high-end weed, but you know, like the kind of weed that you would like hide in your trunk and you would still be able to smell it in your front seat.
Sweet berries.
Sweet berries. Well, there you go. How does it taste? Well, I already know how it tastes. It tastes a lot like Hawaiian Punch. Fruity. It's got a fruity, punchy kind of flavor. Now, This strain doesn't have a lot of info. You can't go to Leafy, you can't go to Allbud, nobody's updated this. But maybe somebody from one of those sites will see this and then they'll update the site because we're doing the legwork here. But the effects that this stuff is going to have on you is that this strain provides an even keel head high, okay? The presence of indica is obvious, but it's not overwhelming. The strain will provide you with energy, focus, and the giggles. It really brings out your silly side.
Where'd you get that from?
You.
Wow, I was gonna say that's a good writer right there.
Yeah, she's the one that found the strain and chose.
My friend grew it actually. I saw the plants when they were fully mature. They were beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, she's not just the co-host. I mean, she does very little work on this show, but like behind the scenes, she literally is the one that knows. I mean, if I have a doctorate in weed, then I'm Dr. Kevorkian and you're Barbara O'Neill when it comes to fucking weed, all right?
All right, I like that.
Now, here's a special surprise for you. When I was online playing fucking Inspector Gadget trying to figure out the statistics of this weed... Inspect her gadget.
Oh, right, of course.
Every 80s cartoon was filled with sexual innuendos.
For real, though.
People think that generation now and the other one before it was being brainwashed by TikTok and other... No, we were being brainwashed,
a while
too.
Ago, yeah.
It started a lot. China. I don't...
Look at the Little Mermaid, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm losing my train of thought. What in the figgity fuck?
Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah. I was online playing Inspect Her Gadget, and then once I was done inspecting it, I actually saw a picture of this bud growing, like almost at the point where you're ready to pick it and dry it, and it was so beautiful, I had to copy the picture. So for a change, we're gonna, we're gonna end this opening segment with showing you a picture of the flower. Take a look at that shit.
So pretty.
Look at how beautiful that shit is. The purples, it's just...
It almost has magenta. It's really pretty.
It's just like, ooh wee. I mean, look at it, dude. I mean...
Yeah, exactly. That's how it looked, too.
I mean, that is literally a picture that you would probably get on a weed calendar.
Yep.
Like, that is legitimately how it looks. Because we've talked to the grower. All right, so we can confirm. Now, the high is hitting me, ladies and gentlemen. How long has it been? About 6 minutes. Yep,
really?
6 minutes. There we go.
Emotional damage.
There's a podcast host that can't hear through his headphones. Yeah, we're gonna get to that fucker in a minute. In the ghetto. Fucking Elvis knew nothing about the ghetto other than what he was told on CNN. Elvis was a loser. And if you want to know why, just stick around. I'm sorry if that triggered you, but I like to play contrarian or devil's advocate, which I always think is funny. Just because you have a contrarian viewpoint, you're all of a sudden an advocate for the devil?
Yeah.
No, I just have a difference of opinion than you. I'm not an advocate for the devil.
Or you can think outside the box a little bit.
I am not a fan of the devil. So listen, the old adage, women and children first. Why?
Because they're supposed to be so defenseless and helpless, and the men have a chance at survival because they're so strong and resilient.
Thank you very much. So next time there's a fire, can't I push you and the children out of the way so I can get out?
You're a fucking asshole.
No, I'm serious. Like,
No,
is
you
that
can't.
fair game? No, dude. If everybody
Women
wants...
and children go first is what it means. They go before you.
Yes, but I'm trying to say, why? Why?
So,
Because
to ensure
women...
their survival, you...
Yeah, but why do women and children... I mean, I can see children, but why women? Don't there need to be some men around so fucking shit runs right?
You're a fucking asshole.
No, I'm
Actually, I
serious.
would argue that that's why women go first, so they can make sure shit still runs right in the men's absence.
No, it's actually fucked up because the reason they want women to go first is because they're going to turn into a
reproduce.
fucking concubine or a porcupine, whatever they call them, like a handmaid's
Because they
tale.
can reproduce?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is how, like, mankind fucking thinks. Let's save the children because obviously they're younger. But, you know, you do need to save some dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean...
Like the rich ones.
Yeah.
Like on the Titanic.
So I'm really going to advocate for changing that to just children first. Men and women are supposed to be treated equal. Are they not?
I don't
Isn't that-
disagree with this because of what the system has like set us up to like believe in this like whole feminist society of like equal rights and women can do everything, and now there's men competing in women's sports and just everything to do with that. Like I said, and I'll say it 1,000 times, I will never judge you for who you are or what you want to be if you're not hurting anybody else, but I don't have to agree with that shit.
Right.
You know, no, I do not. So you want equal everything? You want to be equal? Then I completely agree with you, John.
Right.
If that's your mindset.
Yes. If you want to fucking have equal rights, the next time there's a building burning down or the Titanic happens to sink again, the kids are getting on first. Then it's a free for all.
Yep. And then the women should also be able to save themselves from everything else too.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they should need a man for with the feminist mentality of some people that I know. There's nothing they should need a man for. So if that's true, I'm saying I believe that. I'm just saying if that's true.
Well, I feel the same way.
I agree.
There's nothing I need a woman for. That's why I don't have one. No, there literally isn't. Every time I come and I tell them that I want them to leave, they get pissed off. However, when I'm doing it with an AI, they don't get upset. Actually,
yeah, but you're not getting your dick wet with an AI.
One of them did. How do you know? I don't like this light on my side. It's fucking with me. Is that... sorry, everybody. I'm a horrible fucking producer. Now we got... Oh, my God. See, everything is... See how tough it is to be white?
Oh, my God. That's why he wears lavender.
No, I wear lavender because if I didn't...
It makes you look like less of a ghost, I know.
Yeah, it makes me look like I have 6 pints of blood as opposed to 3. Now listen up, everybody. There's a lady out there by the name of Laura Karen. She's 34 and was a New Jersey school teacher who ended up hooking up with a 12-year-old student.
Come on.
And ended up having his baby.
Oh my. Is this the old school one that we knew about, the first one?
This is literally happening every month or two. One of these stories is coming out, and this is the latest one in the news.
What is wrong with these people?
No. You're looking over a bunch of fucking important questions first, rather than going there. First of all, where were these teachers when I was in school?
Yeah, you're right, because it was really only the girls, right? You'd hear the random story here and there, like in high school and college, of like a girl maybe possibly doing something with one of her teachers, but it was never a boy, ever.
No, and it was just an urban legend, I believe, in our school that we went to.
No, it was not. One of them teachers married... 2 teachers I know married their students.
Yes, I can think of their name. Holy shit, they did. But this was how far after high school, though? Do you remember how many years it was?
Like a decade.
All right.
With a 20-year age difference.
Yeah. But I don't know. To be fair, I know exactly the 2 names of the people you're talking about. Holy shit, hopefully you guys don't see this. And if you do, I haven't talked to both of you in a while. I was always cool with both of you. How are you? How are you?
One of them I'm cool with today, one of the teachers, believe it or not.
Yeah. But, dude.
Long story.
I get it. If I was like even 13, 14, 12 years old again, and there was a beautiful 22-year-old teacher and she was coming on to me.
Right. What are you going to...
And I'm just hitting puberty and dude, I mean...
Are you serious?
I'm going to get sucked right in like Carol Ann got sucked into the closet.
As you should. But that's exactly why it's, no matter what you do, it's their fault, because your brain is not developed enough to make a rational decision based on all the surrounding factors.
Yeah, and that's why they consider it statutory grape.
As they should.
Remember, grape. Say grape on here.
Cotton candy grapes.
Because the people who run YouTube can't handle anyone saying the other word, even if it's
stupid.
Even if it's in a learning or teaching concept.
It's real life. It happens.
I know. This is censorship, everybody. Do you want to live in a country? I want to be bleep, 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 bleep.
I don't give a fuck who I offend. Don't watch me if you don't like it.
So we need to examine this on 2 different fronts, because when you and I were in school, this was pretty much unheard of. Maybe somebody hooked up. Yeah, but it's happening literally monthly or even bi-weekly.
I don't get it.
And it's been happening the last like 10, 15 years. So it wasn't even something even remotely on the radar of us when we were in school, including school shootings. School shootings did not... It was on my
radar because the girl that he hooked up with was in my grade.
Columbine happened after we graduated high school.
Right.
So before Columbine, nobody had imagined that something like Columbine would ever fucking happen. Right. And it's no different with this. Back when I was going into school, the thought of teachers and students hooking up, it just wasn't a thought. But now, not only is it happening way more frequently, but they're going as far as to having their babies and shit.
Well, remember, like,
what's changed? I
have no idea. But remember that first case of this? That was a big, huge deal. It's probably, 20, 25 years ago now? That woman teacher who they're still together today. She went to jail. He waited for her. Now they have a family together. Like, he was literally 12 and she was like 29 or 30. And like, they got caught having a sexual relationship. They completely admitted it, said they were in love with each other, blah, 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 blah. She went to jail for like 7 years. And as soon as she got out, they got back together. They have 2 kids together now. Like, I don't even know.
So twisted on so many levels.
So many levels.
How can you be sexually in love at 20 with a 12-year-old?
At 20, died.
You need medication.
Yeah.
And exposing a 12-year-old doesn't know what love is, guys.
Right.
At 12 years old, you're supposed to be fucking trying to blow up a G.I. Joe.
Do you remember, like, the first time you fell in love, regardless of age, and how that felt, and how, yes, you probably were in love, and it was a crazy, intense feeling, but, like, you realize that was just your first love. That shit keeps going and gets, more intense and more intricate as your relationships progress and you get older. So thinking that you're in love at 12 and maybe you were on your level is still not fucking love. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not capable developmentally of experiencing it. You're just not even capable.
Right.
Like, yeah. It's manipulation. It's sick is what it is. Any adult, I can't. Well, they have a serious mental health issue. The grown-up could, I suppose.
But it's also crazy, and I'm going to pull way short of taking this jump shot, but the other crazy thing is there's equally crazy behavior going on around the country that's caught on in the last 10, 20 years that I think people should be institutionalized for, but everybody doesn't do anything about it.
Like?
No, I'm not even going to go.
Come on!
This is not going to turn into The View.
Okay.
So speaking on those lines of wanting to date teachers or teachers knocking each other up or students and shit like that, dude, I need to rethink my dating strategy. I'm telling you, dude.
In what sense?
Well, I don't know. Having to chloroform a woman and take her out of the back of the bar and into my panel van. It's fucking dangerous and it's getting old,
Right. Wouldn't it be nice if she actually like touched you back while you did your thing?
Well, she does, but she's also at gunpoint, so I mean...
I thought she was chloroformed.
Well, they eventually wake up.
Right.
No, guys, but like, in all seriousness, dude, I don't know who the best psychiatrist is on the planet, but they could probably write a book when they got done with me if I ever got on their couch and they actually went through the trauma I've been in relationships. The reason I'm so jaded and I choose to say single, because I was literally broken in half and I've never repaired.
You mean I've never love repaired. Of your life like broke your heart?
Yeah, I've had my heart broken in two twice. And the second one was one I've literally never come back from. That's sad. Yeah, it's terrible. But
I've never had my heart broken like that, but
it's not a good time.
It could be. There's potential for that.
You know why they call it heartbreak? Because it literally feels when you're going through that emotion like your heart is physically breaking. Mm-hmm. Like it's such a overwhelming distress that you feel it physically in your chest. I mean, it's fucking, it's like having your balls kicked.
You can honestly say I've never experienced that in my life.
What's the equivalent? Like, if you wanted to kick a woman in the balls, but she doesn't have balls, like, what would be, what's
titty twister.
See, it's so much easier to kick a,
yeah, it is, but, like, that's the only thing, because nothing down there hangs outside of our bodies, so unless you're, steel-toed boots to, like, the bone,
some people, they do.
What do you mean?
I've seen some chick where their fucking labia hang down like a foot.
Shut the fuck up.
No, honest to God, they got to roll them up and fucking stuff them in the fucking coin purse, bro. You haven't seen roast beef curtains that hang?
No.
Man. No, I'm telling you.
Okay, I mean, I guess I believe you, but like, no, I have not seen that.
Yeah. I mean, some people, like, their labia, like, aren't even really exposed. They're, like, tucked in. And then other, like, women have gigantic fucking labia that looks like, you know, somebody, like, Andre the Giant spit out a giant wad of bubble gum. You know?
I mean, you know, no judgment, you know. Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
No, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, after so many years of looking at, you know, pornography online and being with different women, I've seen
watched a lot of porn.
A lot of different vaginas, and they are not all the same.
No, I guess not. It's got to be like dicks, right?
I think dick varies less than vagina. I mean, there's different sizes.
Just size, but not how
some
it
people
looks.
are circumcised and some aren't.
That's about it, though.
That's really about it.
Or maybe have saggier balls.
But like,
or yeah, I don't know.
well, no, all balls sag, and then all of them go up tight. That's actually controlled by a thermostat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The balls have to be a couple degrees colder than your body, like a refrigerator.
Your sperm would die.
So your sperm don't go bad like you know, put ice cream in the refrigerator. And we've probably all done that, Stone, so, you know, that's cool, too. Guys, have you...
How do we even get to that conversation?
I got no idea, but that's why smoking weed is so fun. You never know where you're going to end up. It's like it's like getting into a car and you don't even know what city or state you're in, and you don't even have GPS. You know, you just start driving and you literally
I like to do
don't.
shit like that.
Yeah, you like to just wake up in the middle of not knowing where you got.
No,
there.
I don't like to wake up. I like to just go out places I never been and not know where I'm going and like explore.
Yeah, I did too before gas became fucking $4 a gallon.
Yeah.
Back when gas was like $1.50. I mean, it still fucking could be, guys. Like, don't fucking kid yourself that everything needs to inflate. It doesn't. Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, we start a new class today, homesteading. We watched a documentary on Netflix. I forget the name of it, but it was like about consumerism and stuff. You know, referencing the movie WALL-E and everything, and like it was making me, it was enraging me. I had to do everything in my power not to just be spouting off in front of this class full of high school kids.
Yeah, why is a class even teaching that? That sounds like some fucking woke bullshit.
I gotta stop talking now because you know why. You know.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right.
And wait, consumerism is not woke bullshit though.
Yeah.
It's real.
Okay.
The amount of clothes, for example, fabric in landfills right now because everybody needs a new hoodie every 5 minutes, for example. The fact that we're throwing away 13 million phones a day. Where's that shit going? Where's all the lithium going? Can't be recycled?
Yeah, I get it. We innovate and just do before thinking about the long-term footprint.
Yes, it's horrible.
I get it.
It's all for capitalism.
I guess as long as you're,
consumerism.
Teachers teaching it right, they can keep they can be bipartisan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. No matter what school you go to and no matter what state you live in, every part of your curriculum, whether it's gym or science or ethics, whatever, I don't know what the fuck they teach, Spanish. It should all be non-fucking partisan.
We're just teaching facts here. Teaching facts.
Leave your woke and like social justice
ideological
shit out of my kid's
agenda.
classroom.
No.
That's sorry. Oh my God, this guy sounds like he's fucking. What do you fuck your sister? No, dude. It's just. It's not like I don't care about those issues. It's just I don't need my kid's teacher teaching it to my kid.
You don't want
teach him what 5 + 5 is. It's 11.
Yeah, but what about in high school? You don't want your kids learning about consumerism in high school?
Dude, as long as the consumerism part isn't being pushed with some kind of like alternative agenda behind it.
Yeah, I don't see that.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's just telling us how it is. Facts.
I got my diploma years ago, and I'm out of that fucking mess. But hey, everybody, have you ever gotten so stoned that your iPhone wouldn't unlock because it didn't recognize you?
That started happening to me recently.
Yeah, that's a fucking good time. I mean, I remember when the pandemic happened, I had to take a picture of me with a mask on so the fucking phone would recognize me. You know what I'm saying?
After a couple tries, though, it just goes to passcode. Doesn't yours do that?
Yeah, but, you know, that's too much trouble. I don't want to have to lift a finger.
God.
You know, this is what this technology's doing. Fucking Steve Jobs.
I can't.
But yeah, that's I mean, yeah.
You just like summed it all up with that phrase. I don't want to have to lift a finger. That's American culture in a nutshell, right there.
Well, I also think it's cool that you can unlock your phone by just looking at it. Because, I mean, let's face it. I know there's nobody out there that fucking looks like this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no one's going to be able to steal my phone. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that,
consider what they're doing with the facial recognition software?
Oh yeah. I'm sure I already have a fucking clone of me that's actually fighting in the actual real Star Wars happening in the secret space program, probably fucking 20,000 light years away. Do you guys know that they are actually in a war like you would see in Star Wars out in outer space, and they take people from America to be in these programs, send you out there for like 10 years, and then they bring you back and completely wipe your mind that you were even there. And they do it, and they do it to people even as old as 60, 65 years old. Because, I mean,
it's
dude.
all experimental, that's why.
And believe me, when people started telling me this type of shit 8-10 years ago, I was like, what in the fucking shit are you smoking? But I'm telling you guys, I was the most skeptical person on the planet. There is an entire world that's just being shielded from, and little bits.
But it's not all in space. There's an entire world here, right here on Earth, that's being shielded from.
Everything from hidden technology to hidden beings to
hidden continents,
hidden knowledge,
hidden continents.
Dude, yeah. Dude, and you, these two are fucking wacko. You guys are, smoke a little bit of more wacky tobacco, you fucking potheads.
I got receipts. Come hang out with me.
Hey, have you ever gotten your private parts waxed?
No. I'm scared, for one. Definitely scared. 2, I'm not going to keep up with that. I'm not going to get waxed every couple of weeks. And that shit turns into sandpaper in like 2 days. Like, and then it's itchy. Absolutely not. We're not going through all that. We're just going to make sure it's like real nice and trimmed up and cleaned up down there. It's too much.
Okay. So that was a no.
No.
Yeah. After fucking 30 years of shaving my shit down there, it literally looks like Jack Sparrow's father.
What the fuck?
Yeah, looks like a 100-year-old pirate.
So stop shaving it. At least let the hair cover that up.
Yeah.
Yo.
You know, I've been trying for years to get sponsored by Manscaped on one of my many podcasts, and I don't know. Manscaped. I'm doing it old school, you know? My private parts look like a fucking pepperoni pizza due to all the ingrown hairs. Help me out here.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I'm telling you. That's
just let it grow back.
That's
then
the
you're
main,
not fucking anybody right now.
That's the main reason why I'd rather fuck an AI than fuck a real lady, because like my shit down there looks like it's like went through a snowblower.
There's no yeah, okay, buddy. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. So you've never waxed, right?
No, I've never waxed. I've seen what Steve Carell went through in the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah,
and everything he did in that scene, that was real pain and real reaction.
Oh, I believe it. I've seen some of those videos of people getting, not even their private parts, just like a strip off their back of their shoulder or something, and they like lose their mind.
Yeah. So if that happens when you pull hair out of my chest.
If she starts doing his pubes, I'm out of here.
Oh, you fucker!
I can't imagine what it's going to feel like when you pull it out of my nutsack.
Oh, God.
Fuck's sake.
And I have a wicked high tolerance for pain, too. And I'm not, no.
No. What song starts out like that?
No.
Yeah, it all starts out.
Walking in the sand. Aerosmith.
No, it's not an Aerosmith song.
Well, they redid it. It was originally the Beatles.
No. This is like a newer song, and it's a chick.
Oh.
But then Steven Tyler had... Dude, have you ever seen the size of Steven Tyler's mouth?
Of course.
It starts at like
it's
each
like Julia
ear.
Roberts.
It starts at each ear.
Yeah, he's like a literal like clown.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah. Guy's got a big mouth. Literally. Speaking of school and kids and shit like that, I heard that they stopped teaching cursive. They stopped teaching.
No, being taught it.
You want to give out your phone number too?
No. Let me say it again. My daughter's being taught it, and she's in 3rd grade. But so was. But they teach it for like a month. And
Okay.
on. Oh my god. I give up. Just do what you want with that.
You just sounded like Woody the Woodpecker. Yeah, that's Fat Albert. Fat Albert. How fucking unwoke. Yeah, let's make fun of the guy's weight because he had a couple too many fucking bags of chips. I mean, come on, guys. You can't shame somebody for being unhealthy and trying to fucking save their life.
What?
Just
Who's
let
trying
them
to save anybody's life?
Dude, I'm just trying to say that sometimes shame is good. Sometimes you need to shame somebody into changing their life and waking up.
Oh, okay, I don't disagree with that
Especially
at all.
if it's going to save their life.
I don't disagree with that.
My God.
But also, it's on the person to feel shame. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people are literally shameless or shame. You know, like, you can't make them feel shame just because you say those things. Because they don't. You know what I mean? So that whole concept is skewed.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's different for your offspring, but I've heard in a lot of schools across America, they have stopped teaching how to write in cursive.
Do you know why that is?
Why are you raining on my parade? You know what I'm saying? It's like I just baked
Why is it always got to be your parade? Why can't it be a joint parade? Why can't we both talk and make our points and then go? Like, are you so tunnel vision?
Sorry. Why are you choosing to have it rain during our parade?
Because you know what? Rain is a blessing, and we should be dancing in the rain.
Yeah, well, it depends. It might be we could have too much of it already. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we wouldn't have the parade if there was too much rain already, because then there would be water in the roads and it would be flooding. And
if it was an area of drought and the rain all of a sudden came,
we'd be screaming to the high heavens. Thank you.
The high heavens. That loud, huh? You would get all the way up to the upper reaches of it? Holy shit, that's fucking loud.
God. Listen.
Okay, evidently this whole point is mute. Evidently people can just chicken scratch where they're supposed to sign without even,
They don't want these kids to be able to read ancient documents, okay? It's just another little part of this whole system that's working against us, and all the ways it's working against us to make sure that the future generations can't get the information that they potentially could have, because they won't be able to read it. It's in cursive.
Would somebody clip how retarded I've been and then the information truth bomb that she just dropped and then tag Alex Jones? That was some shit. So the system, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is trying to make your children stupid. Mm-hmm. They say, nobody writes in cursive anymore.
Yes.
So we're just going to stop teaching it. And you think in your head, oh, that's a good idea. They can focus on George Floyd more.
You've been dumbed down too. You have a bunch of metal in your body. You're consuming fluorescent nanoparticles. Yeah, exactly.
But
you're a consumer. You buy into consumerism. You need the newest everything. You need the best whatever. You don't need shit.
But in
you're part of the fuck up.
But in the reality of it, the whole reason why they're not teaching your kids cursive is so they can eventually not be able to read it when fucking the Antichrist rises or whatever happens. You know?
Right, whatever happens. There's several possibilities.
Yeah. So there you go. I would homeschool your kid, dude.
Hell yes.
Dude, yeah.
I still might try to do that, yo, for real.
Yeah.
I can't. And having worked where I work and, having my kids in public school, like,
however,
I know too much now.
There's a lot of kids who turn into be serial killers who were homeschooled because they didn't have any kind of, like, social life. So
what serial killer was homeschooled?
Don't do that. Dude, don't fact check me.
I will, because that is a falsity.
You know, what is this, Facebook here?
Almost all serial killers went to public school.
Dude, I'm just trying to say that, like, I think one of the cool things about going to school
is the social aspect.
Is the social
Except
aspect
for little
of it.
kids are fucking assholes, and schools don't know how to deal with
And
bullying.
I know for a fact that kids who are homeschooled really yearn for that. So even though I would teach my kids, if I had them at home at this point, because of I don't like what they're teaching in school these days. I don't like what they tried to teach me in school. They literally They literally left out like 95% of history.
Bold-faced lie.
Yeah, and they also steered away from topics that were like taboo,
controversial,
like
or
talking about Black Wall Street. How many of you know about Black Wall Street?
True.
Look that shit up. It's no wonder they didn't want to talk about it. And when I say they, I say some fucking hairy-legged white woman that probably picked out the books that year for the school system. Holy fucking shit. I love it. I mean, I don't think you could literally tell from episode to episode which way we lean, because sometimes we fucking talking like we're at a Trump rally, and other times we're talking like we lead an entire group of Antifa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell what the fuck. So, yeah. But that's why...
I'm be a good fucking person and have good intentions. How about that? It's really that simple. It's that simple.
I subscribe to the common sense political party.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
You know, and,
let's start our own political party, and then we'll start a church so we can get everything tax-free, and it'll, we'll do it all.
Fuck yeah.
You can join us.
Fuck yeah.
On that note.
Wow.
We have to use the system to our advantage. I'm dead serious.
Let's pump the brakes for a minute and get back to the main theme of the show.
What's that? Marijuana?
The weed, the strain.
Tasty as hell.
Guys, yeah, not only is it beautiful and tasty, but just it's got such a nice balance of like, here's the only analogy I can really put it into, guys, and I've used this a lot, but a lot of you are new to the show. Sativa's driving the car, okay?
This is a good analogy, though. Good analogy, John.
Thank you. So yeah, Sativa is driving the car, but Indica is a really good friend sitting in the back seat.
Right.
They're there, they're present, you like their energy, they're not bugging you, they're vibing, but they're I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a nice slow dance between Indica and Sativa, but Sativa definitely is in control.
Yeah.
Sativa wears the pants in this relationship. And dude, yeah, I really can't recommend this strain enough. I mean, I feel a lot like butter melting on top of some
butter.
I feel like butter melting on top of some Waffle House pancakes. No, Waffle House. Fucking Christ. I'm high.
Give up.
I'm high.
Give up.
Fuck you for telling me to give up. What kind of friend tells another friend to give up?
A real one?
All right. Listen to this, guys. This is evidently something else real that could blow your mind. Evidently, another technology that they don't want the public to know about is the fact that we are on the precipice of having teleportation technology. Okay, but
That's some bullshit because we already do that. Sorry, continue.
This is from your boy, Billy Carson.
Oh.
So we're gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, but how long ago did he post this?
It's recent, and I sent it to you. Like, you send all this shit to me and expect me to read it, but I know for a fact you just fucking breeze by.
I started watching the Billy Carson one.
Dude, it was only a short. And a short is what, like 15 fucking seconds? So anyways, he was trying to say that, like...
Anyways.
Yeah, like... Unlike UFO technology, we've had that since the fucking 50s, guys. But, like, evidently, teleportation, like, we're nearly there. But here's the scariest thing about teleportation that I wanted to talk about. It disassembles whatever it's teleporting atom by atom, essentially killing, if it's alive, whatever it's transporting. And then it reassembles you, atom by atom, at your destination. Do you know how many questions flood out of my mind when I hear a respected, alternative truth guy drop that kind of truth bomb? You know what I'm saying? Like, when we eventually do this to humans, I mean, do you feel
Would I do it?
it's basically faxing you to wherever you are? I mean, like, it's like
turning you into like some kind of transmutable energy.
Yeah. And like, is it going to put you back together, right? Are you going to look like the dude in The Fly? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want to be the first one to try it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. And of course, they're probably going to start with monkeys and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What they should really start with is pedophiles. You know?
Absolutely.
They should start with the Epstein list.
Yeah, but what if they transport a pedophile and it works and he goes back in time or forward in time and just continues to be a pedophile? It's not helpful.
Wait. Is that what we were talking about? Is time? No, we're not talking about time travel.
Yeah, but still,
we're
same
talking
thing.
about teleportation.
Then they get away, so you think that they'll be just like there waiting for him when he shows up? Like they'll know exactly where he's going to land and be and whatever?
Yes, because you have to have a transmitter and a receiver.
And you also have to be able to visualize the place that you end up.
I don't think you have to do anything. You just stand under a machine and it dematerializes you atom by atom. I mean,
but how do you program into the machine where you're supposed to go?
Are you going to be awake while a machine disassembles you atom by atom? I mean, would that be painful? Would you still be conscious when you see like your fucking insides start to disappear? I mean, fucking A, dude. Yeah, and what happens to your soul, bro? Like, I mean, that's
your soul's energy too.
Right. But is the machine gonna fucking disassemble your soul?
How does it?
Atom by atom.
Fuck it up. You know, just make it different. Just like I don't know,
dude. I
think this is like, you know, a perfect example of when humans just go too far because they can.
I mean, it just absolutely fucking dumbfounds me, dude. Like, you know, I mean, you know, like you can't just email it. You know, like what the fuck, dude? You can't hop on a UFO.
I'll be right over. You know, like
you can't hop on one of these UFOs that we supposedly have that literally uses some kind of technology that bends space and time so they can arrive at any destination, no matter how far it is, in mere minutes. Like you can't go do, like you have to like disassemble Johnny 5.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a God
machine.
complex. They just want to see if they can.
And how much money?
They just want to say that they did.
How much money? How much of our tax-paying money do you think has been used
I'm already
to fund like ridiculous shit like this?
Well,
like,
I mean, come on, man.
Why do you think there's so many high school kids that look like Joe Dirt?
It's in right now. I call it duck butt hair, just so you know. But the mullet with like the little, like they like put some like pomade shit in there so it like sticks out a little bit in the back, and then like a regular haircut in the front with like sometimes shaved sides.
Shaved
like
sides,
I don't
mullet.
understand this fad. I don't understand it, and there's so many of them.
You need to realize we aren't boomers, we are Generation X, and when we grew up on movies like Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt had a haircut that looked just like that, and we all laughed because he looked fucking.
It was long and strangly in the back, but the point is, it was a mullet.
The point is these kids look to me like Joe Dirt. Something that we laughed at, and now they're literally rocking the look, thinking that they look like Ric Flair.
So many of them have mullets too. So many of them. So many of them.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Is this what our parents were doing when they saw what we were doing?
I don't know. Probably. Hypercolor? I don't know.
Like
what was the bangs? Remember? The girls, I did it for a while. Curl your bangs back and like put a brush and went, and they went, and then you went, like, what was that?
Wait, do that again. How well do you think people really know the back of their hand?
I mean, I've like studied my hands, so.
Okay, well, of course. She is always the exception to everything I come up with. Literally. Okay?
You want me to be your co-host. Make it make sense.
She literally has like markings and rings that are, so, you know, she can look down and identify. Okay, so she knows the back of her hand better than most. So I guess you could say that you know something as good as, or better than the back of your hand. I couldn't say that. The only thing the back of my hand reminds me of is somebody who's dead and ashy. That's what the back of my hand looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the surface of the moon.
He's very self-deprecating.
Dude, yeah, I love making fun of myself. It's fucking hilarious to me. And mostly because it's all true on some levels.
Very true.
On some levels.
Very true. Especially the chloroforming women and dragging them into the van. Especially that part.
Dude, yeah, like I would actually ever fucking do that.
That's why I'm saying this, because it's supposed to be so funny, right? Well.
Yeah, I mean.
You fucker.
Yeah, a joke. He's joking, kidding. I don't know.
He's
Do we need
joking.
to?
You're always joking,
Yeah.
pretty much, right?
Yeah. All right.
Except for when he wants to like smack me in the face.
So I'm gonna.
Stop saying I'm gonna.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Great idea. I'm full of them.
Would you rather hear me talk shit about Steve Jobs or Elvis?
Definitely Elvis, 100%.
Let's talk about the so-called king of rock and roll,
Hunka hunka burning love.
Elvis Presley, the guy who wasn't even fit to be a winch, let alone a king. The only seat that guy ever ruled over was the throne he died taking a shit on.
That's good.
I mean, where do we start with this guy? He was the master of cultural appropriation.
That's true.
He straight up stole the moves, the voicings, and the music from people of color, and he passed it all off on his own. And then he married a minor.
Yep.
He got hooked on pills, became a drug addict, started popping them faster than you could fucking count them. He was a terrible actor, in spite of having no business even being an actor in the first place. And let's not forget, he turned into a fat fuck, becoming the king of being able to squeeze his fat ass into a fucking onesie and shake his ass across the fucking stage like he's the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh, he got fucking fat.
Really?
Oh, you didn't see Fat Elvis? Holy
I
shit.
don't think so. When he died, he was fat? For real. I want to know.
Can I finish my joke?
No!
It's only a paragraph more.
Oh my God.
Dude, all I know is Elvis got fat and he started wearing a onesie and he started fucking bouncing around on stage like out of his fucking mind. And it's just like, dude, like, you know, this guy was even given like some fucking special powers.
What?
Like he was referred to.
Oh, the key to the city and all that crap?
No, he was referred to as the hound dog. And it's this dude dated fucking Sybil Shepherd.
Okay, why do I need to know that?
Dude, Elvis went down on Sybil Shepherd. Did you know that?
And now I do.
Yeah, I mean, you would think a hound dog would have a better sense of smell.
Why does she smell bad?
I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
No, in all seriousness, guys, you know, Elvis was...
He was really kind of a piece of shit.
He literally fell out of the white privilege tree and hit every branch you could possibly fucking hit. He was handed a career.
Yep.
It could have went to any good-looking...
Molded and shaped, too.
Yeah, it could have went to any good-looking white dude with half a voice.
Yes.
Okay.
They were looking for somebody to fulfill the role that he played.
The moves he did and the style of his voice and the fucking music all came from people of color.
He didn't have a creative bone in his body.
Yeah. And then as if that wasn't a big enough gift. That's even better than hitting the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is to be handed that. He went and squandered it starting out by marrying a minor.
That they actually supported him in that, which is all kinds of more fucked up that we don't need to get into. But like when I say they, I mean like who built him. They settled on some things and made it okay. But like, yo, that should just tell you. Like, ugh. God. Anyways.
Yeah, dude. You know, I mean, so yeah, you might enjoy his music, you know, but I mean, you know,
Never been a fan of Elvis.
I like to play contrarian when it comes to things and people that, you know, people like, you know, because they're not.
Because he wants to shit on you. I've never seen you react like that.
All right. One last little thing, people, and we're going to let you go. You know what I think is fucking astonishing? And I think people should be outraged by it. And then other people are going to be like, no, it makes perfect fucking sense. Okay, listen to me. A lot of you may have used Google Maps or Google Earth, you know, where satellites fly over and you can fucking see shit. Well, you know, I was on there recently. And I was hovering around Los Angeles, looking at the fires and shit from the latest satellites, and I saw a black box. And I fucking zoomed into the black box, and I realized that they had intentionally put a black box on the street corner of a house in Highland Park. Highland Park is a little neighborhood of LA. But you could clearly see the corner that the street is on. So I typed in, like, who lives at the corner of this and this? Billie Eilish.
Interesting.
So whether you go on the street or whether you go over the top of the house on the satellite, because the Google cars also go down the streets,
Yeah.
every part of her house, three-dimensionally, is blacked out.
Wow.
My home isn't blacked out. Is yours? Oh, but she's a big star. You can still find out where she lives, dude.
Listen, if you're a big
Blocking
star and you live in that neighborhood in LA, get over it. Like, if you're trying to live in the mountains or something, that's different. But, like, you signed up, yo.
Oh my God, you're such a hater. She needs her privacy. But guys, what I'm trying to say is that you can still find out where the fuck she lives here. You know, it's not like it's not like it's Fort Knox. I don't you know.
Anybody who really wanted to access her.
I wouldn't have even known about this if I didn't see a black fucking spot over an area in Los Angeles.
What's the other side of that coin? So it's all blacked out. But what if, like, some atrocious, you know, something happened and then it's not being caught on whatever, you know, Google Maps or whatever the fuck else that shit tracks?
I don't know. Maybe when the car was driving by, there was a streaker on the side of the, you know, road, and that's why it's blanked out. But I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah, so do I. Something I don't doubt, ladies and gentlemen, is the Punchberry cookies RBX. If marijuana bud is legal wherever you live, then I would highly suggest you search for it, because it is a smooth blend of indica. It's a smooth blend of sativa and indica. Remind me to sing whenever you start talking.
Literally 2
Leaving
seconds.
on a southern train only yesterday. I lied, or you lied. Promises of what I seem to be. Only watch the time grow by. All of these things you said to me.
Or we could do that. That's
See,
cool.
if you want to know how you get the confidence to go in front of a camera and a few microphones and make complete fucking retards out of yourself and then post it to the internet, this will certainly lubricate you up in order to accomplish that feat, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you could go out and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure
Share it with a friend,
notifications
man.
are
Share it with a
turned on.
friend.
Why do you always have to talk over that fucking part of the video?
Make sure the notifications are turned on.
Can I?
It's fine, John.
According to my ADD, I need to start that over.
OCD.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could do us a huge favor and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and make sure after you hit subscribe, you make sure notifications are turned on. That would be super swell. Once again, it's
Share with a friend.
Punchberry cookies.
Share with a friend.
RBX. And yes, share with a friend. We give it 2 thumbs up. It is a great blend, and it's a little bit sativa dominant, but indica is hanging out there in case you would rather get in the back seat and hang out with indica. That's an option. If you'd rather stay in the front seat and hang out with somebody cool like Sativa, that's, it's an option too. It's like a pick your own story strain.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure strain. If you want to lean it more Sativa, you have the option to do that.
Yeah,
you want
that's
to
true. Environmental factors and circumstances will definitely affect the high. I agree.
Fucking A right. Abso-fucking-smurfly. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to another episode. I'm Jon.
And I'm Jaimie.
And we will see you next week when we will be, any idea what we're checking out next week?
No clue.
No fucking idea, but I'm sure whatever flower it is, it's going to be...
I'll come up with something.
I'm sure whatever flower it is, it's going to be outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
I can't swallow and spit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again,
No. Bye.
See ya. Fucking asshole.